Hey Pokemon fans, I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday wherever you are. Today we're bringing you another Pokemon discussion video. In case you're new to my channel, I've been opening up one Pokemon booster pack every single day and also been uploading one Pokemon daily online match. But a week ago I started doing, I did a bonus discussion video, and a handful of people actually really like that. So I want to try to do one of these videos weekly, because I always do kind of give my thoughts and opinions about things here and there, even in the booster packs or on the matches and stuff. But I never have enough time really to talk about a lot of things that I want to talk about, so I'm trying to just find topics I can talk about each week. And if there's something you want me to talk about specifically, let me know, and then I probably will actually make a video just on whatever topic related to the Pokemon trading card game or even video game that you're interested in. But let's go ahead and jump into this. I'll link down below in case you want to read through this. This is all the translations for the cards that are coming out in Forbidden Light, which is going to be released at the start of May, which is less than 2 weeks away. And starting this Saturday, I will be opening up Forbidden Light booster packs. I will probably start with a couple that I'll get for my pre-release, including the pre-release deck that I get. I'm skipping through the first couple Pokemon here, but we have some fantastic guys here. I'll include this all in the description down below, but let's go ahead. I'm going to skip just a little further down to the first guy that I'm talking about. I'm going to title this something like Forbidden Light discussion and cards that are already giving me a headache. So as you can see here, we already have the XY starter Pokemon getting some cool new reprints. Fennekin, I didn't see the grass guy anywhere, but then let's go ahead and just jump into the first headache that I do pose as a threat. So first we start out with the adorable Froakie and his evolution, Frogator, and then we have Greninja GX. This is the card that, and actually even both of them side by side from Forbidden Light, that already give me a headache right now. So I'm gonna read quickly through Frogator's description. Ability: Quick Shuriken. When you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. So we've seen things like this before with Crobat, with Golbat. But it doesn't stop there though. Let's go ahead and jump to Greninja GX. Now, all Greninja GX is absolutely a monster of a card. Let's first talk about his HP. 230 HP. That is absolutely, that is a high number. We're talking a high number of HP. We're talking the only other guys that come into my mind. I think Decidueye has 240. Gardevoir GX. So you're already looking at a card that you're not going to be able to hit out, or in most situations not knock out in one hit. The only hitters out there that I can think off the top of my head who might be able to pull off that feat is Golisopod or Tapu Bulu because of weakness. And even then, those guys, unless you have the right attacks ready, can't necessarily knock him out in one hit. That's insane. So his ability is the same, but when you evolve him from his previous evolution, you can put 3 damage counters on your opponent Pokemon. So already here, I'm thinking of how I would play this deck. If I was using this ability myself, I'd run like 4 of these guys. Already, people are going to be stacking 4, 4, 4, 4, or maybe like 4, 2, 4 if they really want to. What I mean by that, they could do 4 Greninjas, 2 Frogators, and another Froakie, something like that. But, and his Greninja GX does not stop there. Let's go ahead and read through his tag. Hey Slash, 110 damage. You may shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to this into your deck. So I have no idea how I feel about this card. So that means at the end of your turn, once you get him out onto the field to attack, that then means that potentially you can do the 30 over how many damage you want to, and then shuffle him back into your deck. And it is not that hard to evolve a Pokemon, to do that constant rotation out or whatever. It is not that hard to pull things off. We also have, maybe someone could crack the formula, also use a de-evolution spray, so you can just kind of keep this constant cycle with the other attack. Wind Shuriken as well, which is absolutely crazy. So there's a potentiality that you won't be knocking this Pokemon out at all. And if you got 2 to 4 of these guys set up on your bench, he is going to be a tough guy to knock out. Like I said, I may be worried too much about this card, but I love to hear what other people would have to say about this. We're going to go ahead. Like I said, this is the card that's giving me the biggest headache right now, and maybe a little bit of a gripe. But I mean, regardless, too, all the Greninja cards have been fantastic cards in all the expansions that he's had a print. Kind of one last thought too is I'm gonna start scrolling down to the next guy I want to talk about. some more fossil Pokemon, some other really fun looking guys. I'm gonna stop right here. But the thing is with Greninja 2, one thing I hadn't thought about, so we're still in standard format. The rotation hasn't happened yet, which means that Greninja Break and Greninja GX for the next couple months until the rotation officially happens later this summer are going to still be in standard format for the next 5 months, I mean, there's so many possibilities combined. The Break card and the new Greninja GX, it's already giving me a headache for the things that we could see out there with it, but I want to know your opinion about that. Let me know in the comments down below if you made it this point. Card that I'm actually really cool. Volcanion is getting a Prism Star card, which is awesome. I won't read too much about his HP and stuff, and his attack I won't be using. It's the ability that you want to focus on. Once during your turn before you attack, you may discard a Water Energy card from your hand. If you do, your opponent switches their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. Bam! That is a great ability. Fantastic ability. Basically, it's kind of like a Lysander or a Guzma or something, but you know, what would make it better if you could choose which Pokemon you want to switch out. But it's second to that. I mean, there's a lot of ways that this card might be one of those cards that I might try to find room for in my current Empoleon deck right now. We have some other fun guys here. Like I said, I'm going through these a little fast. Just talking about some of the highlights and the cards that I found really interesting. I will include this link down below. For most of my Pokemon news and stuff, I actually get it from Pokebeach, and there's actually other YouTube channels. Some of these cards you might have already seen or are already familiar with them. Darium's Pokemon League has been talking about them. Pokemon TCG Radio, he's also been talking about them. And if you follow any other channels, this got printed like almost at I think at like the beginning of March or something. Malamar, another thing for some Psychic Love. Once during your turn before you attack, you may attach a Psychic Energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Another fantastic ability. Psychic Pokemon are definitely get some love here. Poison ability, I think if you're attacked, something for I think that's how you say that. I don't know, I might have butchered that. Cubone's getting another one. Cubone always looks so sad and has all of his artworks. And then a lot of good fighting Pokemon here, some more fossil Pokemon. Zygarde, I did an entire video on Zygarde and basically last week, so I can link to that also in case you want to hear that. That's why I'm going through some of these pretty fast. And then we have Voltel GX is also coming back. We're now, should I say, with a GX form because we haven't seen. I don't know when was the last time we saw a print of this guy, but pretty heavy hitter right here. Absorb life, 20 damage, heal from this Pokemon the same amount of damage you did to your opponent's active Pokemon. So that could be pretty cool if they're on a choice band. If you're doing 50 or more damage, you could be healing a decent amount of HP. Interesting that they decided to reprint him. The reprints in this time were interesting. I've noticed it's been a lot of XY era cards, so it's interesting to see like what they decided to print, whatnot. Guzzlord, that has an interesting ability, 160 for dark energy. I'll let you read it, but it has a unique one for sure as well. Fairy type Pokemon are getting some love here. Like I said, I'm not going to go through all these abilities, but here's one right here. This Pokemon can evolve during the turn of its play. If the player's going second. Let me see. There was one ability that I thought was really, really good. Once you turn your attack, you may flip a coin. If heads, put an item card from your discard pile. That was one of them. So cards like this I already see the Sylveon Standstill deck, the deck that I actually lost against the Igor Costa at regionals and a handful of times. Fairy type decks right now, I don't know if you were hoping that they were going to go away, but fairy type decks are here to stay right now for the foreseeable future. So let's go ahead and keep going down. Like I said, we got a really cool Xerneas, have another cool heavy hitter right here. Like I said, I'm gonna just keep kind of going through these right now. It's been fun. Ultra Necrozma, all the Necrozma cards are really going to be shaking up the meta. Some of them have some crazy. Let's go ahead and read through some of these Ultra. We'll go ahead and read maybe through all the Ultra pieces. Photon Geyser, 20 damage. Discard all Psychic Energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 80 more damage for each energy card discarded in this way. But it's interesting. So this one is a Psychic and Steel type. That's the energy requirement. So it'll be interesting to see if people can pull it off. But honestly, that's not that hard with things like Rainbow Energy out here. Here's another interesting GX attack. This attack can only be used if there are 6 or less total prize cards remaining in play. Play 6 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. That's a lot. That's a very, very good Yeah, not much to say about that. I kind of want to get down to some of the supported cards. I think I've gotten through most of the Pokemon I want to talk to. Yes, let's talk about some of these cool guys. Lot of familiar things we've seen right here, but here's a new one. You can with End Porter, you can move a special energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another one. An interesting mechanic. Fossil Excavation, Unidentified Fossil. Things we've seen right here. Switch, Pokemon Catcher. Let's see. Mysterious Treasure is a new one. Discard a card from your hand. Search your deck for a Psychic, or I think on Poke Beach it's a normal Pokemon. I could be wrong about that. What they use for their abbreviations on this website. Reveal and put in your hand. But either way, you gotta search your deck for some more pieces. We have Choice Band, of course, so it's cool to see a lot of these cards here, which means that they will be in standard format and in upcoming expansions for years to come. This one's cool. Lady, search your deck for up to 4 basic energy cards. This could be useful for, let's say, Magneton with Magnezone or Metagross, or any of the Steel type decks who have to really build up energy quickly. Another one for Lady I could see being used for, I just thought of off the top of my head, is Alolan Duck Trio. Bam, you have 4 energy cards. You can do what I think it's 180. It's like 30, no, more than that. I think it's either 30 or 60 per energy card you discard for Alolan Duck Trio. We have Diantha right here. Fairy, yes, this is another good one to talk about. You can only play this card if one of your Fairy type Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Choose 2 cards from your discard pile and put them into your hand. Oh my gosh, Fairy type Pokemon. This might inspire me enough to at least make a Fairy type deck. I would never do a Still deck or a Mill deck or anything like that, but I would maybe make a Gardevoir GX deck. I could see that deck still being playable. We have Judge, kind of like similar to N. Each player self-shuffles their hands into their deck. I will be interested to see if this card gets popular enough to replace N. I don't think so, but let's see. We have another Hau. We've seen him plenty of times. Lysander Prism card. Let's read this one. You can't have more than 1 Prism Star card with the same name in your deck. If a Prism Star card would go to the discard pile, put it in the Lost Zone instead. We already know if you're familiar with those rules, but here's the description for it. For each of your fighting Pokemon in play, put the same number of cards in your opponent's discard pile to their Lost Zone. So this means with this card on the right, did I say fighting? I think it's fire type Pokemon. For each of your Pokemon play, you get to choose what cards you want to put in your opponent's discard pile. That is crazy. That means, I mean, right there, something like that could cripple pretty quickly decks like the Steel type decks I were talking about, or things like that. Bonnie I talked about last week. I'll say this again. I don't really like this card a whole lot. I mean, it's really cute, and I'm sure the full art is fantastic. But the idea of being able to use your GX attack more than once, I really don't like that mechanic that much. I really see GX attack as that one chance you have to maybe turn the tide of battle using a GX attack more than once with any card. That's just my gripe with that. But that's really the rest of the Lysander Lab is Stadium card that doesn't allow any Pokemon tools cards in play to have effect. That could have some interesting mechanics there. The unit energy, I think this is the last of the unit energy. I think every single energy now is included in some form or fashion of unit energy. We have Fairy, Dark, and Fighting energy. Right here. Let's go ahead and keep going down here. Then we have just the full art, the really beautiful alternative artwork, secret rares, all of those kind of fun things. I'll zoom in just a little more as we close out this video. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really excited. Like I said, I hope I will be doing an entire week's worth of Ultra Prism card openings in the near future. But yeah, if you ever want to read up on things, Poke Beach is the main website that I get most of my Pokemon related news from, or deck ideas. So absolutely fantastic website to check out. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do videos like this weekly. This has been fun. I will probably maybe even do an update to how I feel about Forbidden Light next week and how my matches are going or something. But if you got any other fun ideas you want me to talk about, let me know in the comment section down below. Fellow trainers, I love you all so much. I will see you tomorrow as always, and I hope you enjoyed this little fun discussion video. And yeah, have a great day.